Wow, it is hot, 30 degrees apparently according to the car here, and it really isn't helped by the fact that the Nissan app is once again letting everybody down, or it seems to be letting everybody down. You don't seem to be able to connect to it from your phone at the moment, or from their app, however you happen to use it. It just keeps coming up saying that it can't connect. It seems to happen every year, whether it's in the hot weather or when it's really cold, whether it's their servers can't keep up, or whether it's just coincidence, I have no idea. But whatever the matter is, I cannot preheat this car, and we've had the hottest week so far and I'm desperate for it. There were some bits and pieces on social media, and I have seen somebody copied an email from Nissan Direct which basically says they're aware of the problem, they're trying to fix it, but it could be days before it's fixed. Now, if it's anything like last time, that could be weeks. It's really frustrating. I don't know how something so simple is always going so wrong, especially when you need it the most. Now, the time charger within the car still works absolutely fine as long as you got it plugged in. The times it's supposed to come on and go off, it works fine. It's just that remote access to it when you're out shopping and you know you're going to be back at your car in 5 minutes and you want it ice cold because it's 30 degrees outside, that you just can't connect to it, which is really frustrating at the moment. So anyway, linking into the weather also, I'm heading up now to get another fan for the house. The kids have sorted now, so they're happy, but we're not so happy in our room. It's baking in there, so I'm going to head up. I'm hoping that they have still got some fans left, because I would imagine everywhere's selling out at the moment. So I'm going to get a fan, and if you watched last week's vlog, you'll have seen my successful attempts at fitting a sink, which took me all day, and a lot of messing about and a lot of interruptions in between, but eventually I got it fitted, and I was very pleased myself until the next day when I went to use it, or having, shall I say, my guests use it, which was the whole reason I was rushing to get it in, because we had people coming to visit, finding a puddle on the floor, basically where the waste bit sort of plug goes. I cannot get a seal in there, so as soon as you run any water it drips out the bottom. So I thought of different ways of doing it, and then I remembered that the last sink I fitted, not that I'm a plumber and I do this regularly, but I had the same problem with another sink I fitted. There's like a seal you can buy from the hardware store, where it's basically like I suppose like a foam cone that goes up into the bottom of the sink, and you screw it in and it stops all the leaks. So I went to get one yesterday, didn't have one, I had to order it, so I'm going to head back up and get that today. So hopefully by the end of today I'll have a nice cool bedroom and I'll have a sink that doesn't drip. Let's see. And I'm off to meet everybody up at the gym. I think everybody's decided it's so hot we're going to all go for a swim and cool off before we head home for dinner. Right, I got the thing I need. Apparently it's called a basin waste seal kit. Hopefully that'll work again. And I feel like I need to apologise if there's any plumbers watching and you're thinking, what's that idiot doing? Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I've used one of these seal kits before, it worked, and I'm going to use it again, and hopefully it'll work again. So if I'm offending you by doing something horrendously wrong and it's really obvious what I should be doing, I'd say let me know, but try not to rant too much at me. The downside was they had no fans, and nowhere's got any fans locally because it's scorching hot and everybody's been buying them all up, and they're not going to get any more until possibly Thursday. So while I was waiting, I went online and I've ordered myself an air conditioning unit, which is substantially more expensive than a fan, but it looks like it's going to be really nice and lovely and cold. And while I was sat here in the baking heat, it seemed like a really good idea, so I've ordered it. I'll break that to Sarah later, and apparently that's going to turn up on Thursday, so it'll come the same time as I would have got a fan anyway. So yeah, hopefully that'll work nicely. But to cool off now, I'm heading to the pool. meet up with the rest of the family, and hopefully have a nice swim and cool down before we head over to dinner. Thomas, what have you got?
Skateboard.
Is it your first one?
Yes.
Can you wait till you try it out?
No, I can't wait.
Come on, let's go try it out. So I'll stand here. Okay, steady. Well done. I'll check the cars, you okay? How's that feel?
Good.
Can you put both feet on?
Yeah?
Yeah, does that feel right?
Yeah.
So,
Car cut me the phone. I'm still wearing on skateboard.
it's alright, we're going to go home and do more outside the house, okay? Well done, up into your seat.
Follow me. My foot.
I've just seen on the news that Volkswagen are going to put their concept microbus into production. Now, if you haven't seen it, it's a VW camper van, and it looks incredible. What they've basically done is taken the old camper van and completely redesigned it for to be an electric vehicle. Now they've certainly hinted at the possibility of there being several different versions of it. So whether that's set up as a full camper van or more of a van, and sort of everything in between. But certainly it looks like it's going to have possibly 111 kilowatt hour battery, which, going by EPA, will probably mean a range of somewhere around 250 to 270 miles, which again, it makes it, dare I say it, for Volkswagen, a vehicle for the masses. Now, I would imagine there'll be a decent price tag attached, but where normally, for me, electric vehicles, I think, because they're so innovative and because they're so new, I think they should be built from the ground up. So the Leaf is a really good example of that. Tesla are really, really good examples. I'm not such a fan of things like the e-Golf and other cars that are effectively an ICE car with an electric motor dumped in it. I like to think that we've developed beyond that, and I get more excited about pure electric vehicles. So yes, this is coming from a history of Volkswagen camper vans, and obviously the sort of the rear engines that used to be in them and all of that, but they've totally redesigned it from the ground up. They're talking about there being no motors front or back, so either it can be slightly smaller or remain the same size, and you're going to have all that extra space in it. The batteries are going to be along the floor pan, so they'll be completely out the way, give it that really low center of gravity, which will make it really stable to drive. And as you know, if you drive an electric vehicle, you know the torque that you get from it and the power you get from it, those vans are going to be rapid. So yeah, something really exciting to look forward to, something new and something else that's going to get people looking at electric vehicles, people that probably have never looked at them before. Once they start seeing these vans, I mean, look them up online. I'll put a link to the story and you can see what the concept vehicle looks like. They look incredible, a really, really nice vehicle. So yeah, something really exciting to look forward to. Right, should we have another go before we go home?
What, Daddy, that awesome trick will be easy.
You think?
Yeah. Easy.
Got it? Okay, we'll head over there, look.
And this one goes here.
Yep. That's it. Yeah, you're good. Well done.
I think the car's coming.
You're fine. I'll look out for cars. You try and concentrate on skating. Go. Do you really think you're ready to do a trick yet? Show me then. Right, come on, pick it up, let's go. Let's learn to skateboard before we do tricks. might have noticed it's a little bit more noisy in here. I'm not in my Leaf. This is our, I say second car, it was always our first car until we got the Leaf. This is a Mazda 6. It's a, what is it, 2005 Mazda 6. It's a 2-litre petrol. We've had it for 8 years and it's been just a workhorse. To be honest, I am desperate to change it. I want to get an EV. You might have picked up, I think I've mentioned it on some other videos, I've been kind of looking at first generation Renault Zoes. You seem to be able to get them for a good price, but as great as I hear they are, I also hear a lot of the usual kind of Renault build quality and bits and pieces let it down. So I'm not really sure, and I'm kind of tempted to hang on a bit anyway until the new Leaf comes out, see if maybe I can get a good deal on my current Leaf to keep that, and then start a new deal on a new Leaf. I'm not sure. Either way, I can't do either at the moment. The reason we've still got this car and we've had it for so long is because my wife a year ago decided that she wasn't enjoying her career as it was. She was a marketing manager, and she wanted to do what she had always wanted to do, and that was to teach. And she's been absolutely amazing. She's taken a year out, she's gone back to university, she's got her qualification, and she's just finishing off the last few weeks of it now, and she's already got a job. How she's done it all with the 2 young children we've got, I have no idea, but yeah, she's been absolutely amazing. But what that's meant is obviously we haven't had the money to look at changing this car. That's a long way around trying to explain that. So yeah, we've had to hold on to this one. The last tax bill for it, road tax bill, was well over £300. And as I'm talking to you, look at that, the petrol lights come on, and I'm going to have to go and put some petrol in, something I haven't done for months because I never drive this car. So we'll go and do that in a minute. I'll see if I can remember what to do. And the other thing that I wanted to talk about was, I think again I mentioned on the last video, my friend has been test driving a Leaf. He's really impressed with it, but he's just on that final, he just can't quite commit to it. And I think certainly I was the same, and I'm sure a lot of people were. It's a big step. He lives way out in the countryside, really rural. His wife, she's got a charge point at work that she can use for free, so it's well within her range. They're obviously looking at the 40 kilowatt hour Leaf. I've been kind of trying to reassure him. He keeps asking lots of different questions, and interestingly enough, he asked me how much it cost me in electricity at home. Now I had really actually no idea. I've never worked it out. I know it cost me less obviously, but I did a really rough kind of working out. And over the 2 years I've had my car, probably 90% at least of the time I charge it up at home, just the odd few away. So I kind of disregarded the fact that I charge up that kind of 10% away from home and just lumped it all in together. Long story short, it cost me about £35 a month in electric, and I do over 1,100 miles a month. So you know, I've worked it out before, over 100,000 miles and the massive savings. You know, I've worked that out in the past at, you know, in the region of 9.5 grand. So, but yeah, it's nice to see that kind of, that's my monthly figure, if you like. And yes, that goes on my electric bill, but that compared to a fuel bill in this car, it cost me in the region of £70 to fill it up, and I do 400 miles to that if I drive it sensibly. So there's 3 fill-ups. It just, the savings are incredible. So yeah, hopefully that's reassured him, and hopefully he'll go ahead with it. But well, I'll let you know. I think he probably will. I think he's just going through that thing that we all go through. Just, you need that little bit of sort of last minute reassurance, because it feels like a massive step. But his final text to me was, do you have any regrets? And I said my only regret is I didn't do it earlier. So hopefully that will put his mind at rest. I am about to pull into a petrol station. I genuinely can't remember the last time I did this, and I can't remember what side the fuel cap's on. It's that side. Yeah, wish me luck. That was a pleasure. Just short of £65 that's just cost me, and yeah, got some on my hand. Nice. Well, that's just about everything for this time. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, remember to like, share and subscribe if you're not doing so already. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram. Have a look there. This very much is a work in progress, this sort of YouTube channel. I'm doing the videos because I enjoy doing it, but let me know your thoughts. Am I kind of getting it right? Is there something you'd like to see more or less of? Just let me know in the comments below. But in the meantime, thank you, and I'll see you soon.